I have been waiting to see Mineta do exactly what he did in the chapter for so long, like using his balls to bounce instead of stick to other people. I'm so happy that happened. Hey guys, ForTheAfro Reviews here, and today I'll be reviewing Chapter 214 of My Hero Academia. And in this one, we got a lot of fun stuff. We continued the fifth round, which I was really surprised by last week, but I'm really excited about because, I assumed that the match would get called off in Class A and Class B, wouldn't really get a satisfying conclusion to the rivalry, but that wasn't the case. Aizawa, I noticed he was a little out of character, saying like, "Yeah, go ahead and keep on going with the fifth round." But Vlad actually mentions that at the beginning of this chapter, and Aizawa says that he kind of has a soft spot for Class A, and they still have a fight in them, Shinzo and Midoriya, that is. So it's like, let them continue. Fuck it. Like, I'm right here. If anything goes wrong, I have my quirk erasing stuff, so there's no really big risk, I guess. I didn't really think about that because Aizawa was just standing there, right there now, like watching them. So if anything bad does happen, immediately can stop it, which is good. Like I said in the intro, my favorite part of the chapter was definitely Mineta. I have been an advocate forever since like the first time reading the series. I saw like what was it, the scene when they were all doing the fitness test at the beginning, right? And Mineta is doing like this side hop thing. I don't know what you call it, maybe just side hop. But he uses balls, on both sides. And, like he's bouncing back and forth super fast. And ever since then, I was like, why is he not using his quirk to bounce more? He can move around like Gran Torino. And here he is. He did it in this chapter. Part of it was a combo technique with Ishido, which makes him a little bit faster, but even before that, when he was randomly throwing balls last chapter, he was setting up being able to go around really quickly in this one. So he quickly moved to Ishido and made a shield of his balls. So he's getting a lot more creative, and he's using his quirk a lot more wisely, and I'm really enjoying seeing that from him. Kind of makes you wonder where else he can take his quirk now, because he's made like a whip from it, he's made a shield, he's bounced around with it, like what, he's climbed with it. He's making really good use of the sticky ball quirk, which a lot of people seem to shit on. I think it's a fantastic quirk. The other Class B students are having some trouble with dealing with Ishido and Mineta, but while that's happening, Midoriya and Uraraka are fighting Monoma and Shinzo. Monoma is coming through. He copied Izuku's quirk last chapter, so Monoma now has one for all, but it turns out to be a dud, which I'm pretty sure he copied the stockpiling aspect of one for all, because that's like the base quirk of it. And then when he did that, he basically started at zero. Like, he didn't get all the stockpiled stuff that Izuku has. So I think that's what happened there, because he said like it's a dud. It didn't work. Like, that wasn't regular. And Uraraka mentions that it was a bluff, but it wasn't. He thought he had the quirk. So and Izuku was worried for a second, because he doesn't know how this works either. Like, none of us do. We've all kind of had a theory. What happens if Monoma copies one for all? I'm wondering if this will bring about Monoma questioning Izuku's quirk a little bit. Like, that's never happened. I've never had a dud, so what the hell's going on? But that's for future chapters. I'm hoping that's at least a little relevant, even if he doesn't figure it out. Like, just like bring it up, do something. Uraraka just takes down Monoma with gunhead martial arts after the dud. And then Izuku, using Uraraka's float quirk, jumps all the way up to Shinzo, and they have a little scuffle. Shinzo's making a bunch of stuff drop with his rags, or I guess I'll just call them rags, but like Aizawa's binding cloth, he's using that to make a bunch of stuff fall, and Izuku catches all of it with Black Whip, and it was a really cool last panel, but I'm still not super sure how I feel about him having 6 extra quirks. Like, it's not like I'm turned off from the series, I'm not dropping it or anything crazy like that. I still really love this series, but like, I'm still just a little hesitant. I like the ending of this chapter, so that's a good sign, but still not super sure how I feel about that. I did really like the flashback Shinzo had, though, where he was talking to Aizawa, and Aizawa was like, yeah, here's like us, like, we need to have something else, we need to have like another way of fighting. So yeah, not much else to really talk about in this chapter. Again, it's an action chapter, really quick paced. Had an appropriate number of pages, though. I'm glad to see Horikoshi's back up to good health. Or at least that's what I assume is happening, because for a while he was only doing like 14 really short page chapters and stuff, and like there wasn't a lot of context or anything going on. It was just kind of like action panels and then done, But now there's more word, more context, more information. The action panels are looking just as good as ever, and I'm really enjoying the direction of the series. I'm hoping Class A wins this because I just want to see them be just a little over Class B from their experience and have Class B, develop from that some more because I've already they feel inadequate and that development's already led to some good stuff for them and I like that dynamic. So I'm hoping that they stay behind for a little bit longer and then like in the next sports festival, like we get like a couple of Class B students that are like outshining like our Class A students that we think would be in the finals or something. I'm curious to see how Izuku handles Black Whip next chapter, because he caught two giant stone pillar things, because, Black Whip's powered up because of One for All, but I'm not sure how well he can control it. It was mentioned that he needs to control his emotions to control the Core Glass chapter, and even at the end of this chapter, so I'm hoping that he can, do this, but I'm a little worried he's going to lose control again. But I saw it was right there, so it should be fine, and it will be really interesting either way. So, yeah. That's pretty much it for me today, guys. Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the chapter at all. And, yeah, I will see you guys next week for more My Hero Academia and One Piece, because that's not on break next week. Bye.